everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the elusive Mattel Jurassic World Battle Damage Velociraptor. This figure's been pretty hard to find for some collectors. As most of you know, the Battle Damage line in the US is exclusive to Walmart. This Velociraptor and the Pteranodon are part of Wave 3, and a lot of people are still looking for this guy. I've seen a few of these in the Pteranodon the last few days at Walmart, so hopefully this is a case like the Wave 1 Roar of Wars, where Walmart is just getting stock in late and finally putting it out. So if you're still looking for this, keep an eye out for it. So one thing I noticed on this figure is the packaging. With the Wave 3 Battle Damage, Mattel has seemed to go on for a thinner, cheaper material. As you can tell, the packaging warps very easily with this. For comparison, here's the packaging for the Battle Damage Gallimimus. You can see the packaging on this one is much thicker. This is very flimsy. It's almost like a thin poster board material. It's very prone to warping. So if you keep your figures in the packaging, this really isn't that great. All the ones I've seen on the shelf are like this. Just very, very flimsy, cheap material. But good news is they've gone back to the older, better, thicker quality packaging. So if you're looking for this guy, even the Wave 1s have been repackaged in this type of packaging, like blue and this sticky. So if you go to your Walmart and you see any of those figures in this cheaper style packaging, that means they probably had these guys on the shelf. So it might be worth asking an employee to go in the back and see if they have any more. So it's a good way to tell by this packaging if your Walmart had them. So now that we got this crappy packaging talk out of the way, let's take a quick look at the box. And you got your Jurassic Park logo right here, the Battle Damage line, Owen in blue. Back of the box shows how to activate the battle damage. A couple other figures in the line. That Pteranodon's also hard to find, like this guy. I've been seeing this Velociraptor going for about 30-something bucks on eBay. So it's March right now. I've been seeing these guys all this week, and I actually, before I knew how rare this was, I saw this Velociraptor a couple times beginning of February. You know, I'm on the Facebook pages. Everyone's like, oh, it's hard to find. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just started keeping an eye out for it. So with all that out of the way, let's get this guy out of the package and take a closer look. And here's the Battle Damage Raptor out of the packaging. This has been dubbed the Brown Raptor by the collecting community. As you can see, the color scheme is very similar to the Mega Dual Attack Suchomimus, which is another figure that's a pain in the butt to find, but that's a different story for another day. This is a repaint of the Battle Damage Blue, and in my opinion, this Raptor sculpt is the best Raptor sculpt Mattel has come out with. Very accurate look into the on-screen Velociraptors, even though this color scheme has not appeared in film yet. So let's pull this guy closer. Take a look at the head. Now on mine, you can see the eye is slightly mispainted. I saw one on, I think it was on Paddock 9 Facebook page. Someone found one, like the pupil was like painted on the cheek. So when you shop around looking for these guys, always check them out first for paint quality. I know sometimes it's hit or miss with Mattel. So the jaw can open and close. I've heard some people say on this Velociraptor that the jaw sometimes is welded shut that you can't even open it. This one doesn't have that problem. The head can rotate all the way around. Look down, look up. The arms can rotate all the way around and open up on that hinge. Legs can go forward that far and back that far, and they can pivot out, and the tail does not rotate. And right here is the little door for the battle damage action feature. You just touch it and it pops right open. Much better than the old Kenner style. We had the little rubber piece that you would most likely lose because a lot of mine are missing that piece. So this is a nice little feature. right here. He's got head's mostly brown. You got that mustard colored yellow, and the belly is painted white going on to the tail. I really do like this raptor a lot. I'm a big fan of this sculpt. I do like the color scheme on it. So while we got this guy out, let's do a quick measurement on him. He is 8 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, and just under 4 inches tall. Let's pull out some other figures for some size comparison. Here he is with Ian Malcolm. The raptors scale very well with the human figures in this line. Mattel did a good job with that. Here he is with the Attack Pack Draco Rex. Here is the Wave 1 Battle Damage Blue. The Roarvor Ceratosaurus, and hooray, my Ceratosaurus still stands. And here he is with the Battle Damage Albertosaurus. And here's a couple other JP style raptors for comparison. That is the Rebor Winston, and this is the Papo Brown Velociraptor. If you think this guy is hard to find, try finding a Papo Brown Velociraptor. They are almost impossible to find now because that figure's been retired for a long time. It's been repainted like 3 or 4 times right now, but this is the original version, and it is very expensive. So that's my review on this Brown Velociraptor. If you can find it, I do recommend picking it up. A lot of people like to make large Velociraptor pack collection. This is a great addition to that. So hopefully it's still going to be hitting stores and you won't get stuck paying those higher eBay prices. So thanks for checking out the review, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe.